Oh man, I'm gonna be doing some ranting today, man. Mostly on Chris Stapps. I'm not gonna be ranting about the Heat because I don't really care. It's just super duper funny to me. I'm gonna be getting into the Heat right now. Man, oh man, Bubble Guppies, what's good, y'all? Man, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, man, 3 a.m., Mr. 3 a.m. Hard work, da da da. Swept. It's over. Swept. Just swept already. That's so tough. I thought this series was gonna be super close, and it no. Tyler Hero, disappointing, but I understand he had way too much hype. His skills didn't match the hype, and I already talked about that in a very recent video. I'm not even gonna get into him. Bam Adebayo, something happened after you got caught in that picture with that girl. Jimmy Butler, I don't know what happened to you. Duncan Robinson, I'm not even gonna hate on Duncan Robinson because he has a podcast and I like podcasts. I like NBA players that podcast, so I'm not gonna hate on Duncan Robinson. Um, Andre Iguodala, Trevor Ariza, they're supposed to be the replacements for Jay Crowder, but hey, Jay Crowder isn't any better. Maybe he was a part of the bubble guppy thing too because he's shooting 5% from three in the playoffs. That's so very tough, man. They was calling Jimmy Butler sleep deprived on Twitter because he was talking about he wakes up at 3 a.m. to work out. He's sleep deprived. That's why he's playing so bad. And actually, Butler really didn't play that bad last game. He had like half the points, but it's just funny because he said that we're super locked in and just get me to the playoffs. Get me to the playoffs. I'll take it from there because I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm that dude. That's how he was trying to and he's not that dude, obviously. Because he needs really good help around him, and a lot of people do. So don't act like you can just get me there, and I got the rest, because that's not who you are. So why would you act like it is? That's so. The Heat are funny, man, because it's all about culture and build, and they act like they build from within. But a lot of their big moves to get them to success, you traded for Shaq, which is a second option when you beat the Mavs. You got LeBron and Chris Bosh when you won that last finals. Why you got Jimmy Butler? Why you act like you have this great culture? You just have good players that may have a decent mentality. That's it, bro. It's really not that deep at all. And now James Harden ain't good enough for you. I bet y'all wish y'all had James Harden now. Because Tyler Hero is basically unplayable. They was photoshopping bro into Shanghai Shark uniform. So I don't even want to talk about Tyler Hero. I already talked about him in the last video. So I don't even want to talk about him. But I guess Harden ain't good enough for y'all culture. Harden definitely don't want to go there now. It's funny because when people try to act like they're too good for something and it fires back on them, it's just funny to me because I just don't like people that think that organizations, teams, people that think they're good enough, they're too good for something, and it fires back on them. That's the greatest feeling ever, just for the world, in my opinion, because you think you're too good for that, and now you're swept, and now you're at home in Cancun, as Patrick Beverly will say, which hopefully he's in Cancun in a little bit as well. But I'm not even gonna talk about that. That's all. That's all the slander I got for the Heat. That's all the slander I got for the Heat. Now let's get on this man, Kristaps Porzingis, the 175-pound playing shooting guard that every time he gets the ball, he winces like a little boy. Facundo Campazzo is averaging one more rebound in the playoffs, and he's 5'10". He's 5'10". 5'10". I'm taller than him. 3 inches taller than him. That's unacceptable. He's just so bad. He's so bad. And I'm saying he plays like a 6'1", 175-pound shooting guard. He basically plays like Duncan Robinson, but doesn't hit the threes. But I guess Duncan Robinson ain't hitting the threes either. But Kristaps is he's so frustrating to watch, and it's even worse in person. I'm not even gonna lie to you because the energy was sucked out of the building every time the ball entered that man's hands because everybody knew he wasn't gonna do anything with it. Everybody was yelling at this man. This dude behind me at the game was cussing him out. He was kind of doing a little too much, but it was reconciled. He was doing a little bit too much, but I understood where he was coming from. It was super bad, man. He is literally the worst player ever. 7-3, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Carlisle should have been took bro out the game. Oh man, and Paul George basically said today, they have no rim protector, and it was way easier for me to penetrate. And the fact that he's not even looked at to be a rim protector, and he's not even a threat, It's so sad, bro. It's so sad, and that just goes to show how bad Kristaps Porzingis has really gotten. I did not know he was that bad, but in person, man, the post fades like gut wrenching every single time. Every single time he took one, it was like KP, man, you the real playoff P, huh? That's crazy. They always call him Paul George playoff P, but little did we know you were playoff P. And I guess the bubble is a fluke because you averaged 30 and 10 in the bubble before you got hurt. And I guess that's a pretty big fluke because you're not that good. And I have been protecting Kristaps all year. I've been like, hey, but in the playoffs, you show the potential that he can average 30 and 10. Da da da. I was like, don't give up on Kristaps. Give up on Kristaps. No more protection. Go ahead and give up on Kristaps. I don't care anymore. Trading for a second round pick, like I said last video. Playoff P, the bubble guppies. That's tough for both of y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like and sub on the video if you haven't already. I'll be back with a post game reaction tonight. The Utah Jazz Grizzlies game, and what's the other game? The Denver Trailblazers, and I'll talk about the Bucks in the post game. I won't talk about the Heat because they don't need to be talked about no more. If you like this type of content, like and sub on the video if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time.